Hello, girls and girls. Thank you for meeting me here today. Today we have something really huge to talk about. Something that's taken up my past 2 weeks pretty much. I've been eating, I've been sleeping, I've been dreaming Lily Allen West End Girl. So I didn't really know much about Lily Allen before the drop of this most recent album, except for Smile and that F.U. Sacapella cover that the Puppets sang in Pitch Perfect, which is obviously a very uncool thing for me to say. I also remember her announcing that she was going to be selling feet pics on OnlyFans a few years ago. I remember thinking that that was really awesome. So what we're here for today, West End Girl. This album, dropped by Lily Allen, October 24th, 2025. You think Taylor Swift is specific? This album is like getting dinner with your friend for the first time since her breakup, and you haven't seen her since the marriage, and her husband asked to open the marriage. The musical.
I love you, I love you, I love you, lady,
This album literally has to be turned into a musical. Sarah Bareilles, somebody get in touch, make it happen. Literally, get her on. There's so much storytelling. There's dialogue. There's like real letter message correspondence that's actually sent between Lily Allen and her husband's mistress, who she gives an alias to. Like, Jolene. Yeah, there's a character with a name. Yeah, like a play, almost. And one could literally say that plays are just like real life. This mistress, by the way, has made herself known today. Like, we know who she is now. She came out to the Daily Mail. No, her name is not Madeline, which is what she is named in the album. Yes, phonetically, her name does work with Madeline. No, the general public did not really have a consensus on who she was before she made it known. No more spoilers. I'm moving on. Okay. Lily does share her own secrets super willingly on this album, and that is awesome. For you, for me, for everybody. Everybody except for David Harbour, I guess. But you can't unring a bell. If you don't know, I need to be doing my makeup. So while I do my makeup today, I'm going to take you through the tea. This is going to be a really long one. I can't believe how much access she gave to her life and her relationship. It is truly a gift. Thank you, Lily Allen. Everybody say thank you, Lily Allen. Thank you, Lily Allen. So yeah, since we're going to be here for a minute, I have obviously my vanilla ice blended. Maybe get yourself a snack, get yourself something beautiful to eat or drink, and let's get to it. I don't know what look I'm going to be doing. She does a lot of like mod looks, so maybe I'll do like a cool like 60s moment. I learned how to link the products in the YouTube description. There's so much to go through. I can't be telling you. If you don't know, she was married to David Harbour. Yes, David Harbour of Stranger Things fame. Hopper the cop, you might know. I thought he was hot because he was so undesirable, actually, and that's the problem. Lily probably did too. He had no right. Also, this dropped literally just as the final season of Stranger Things press tour is kicking off, which is an insane power move on Lily's behalf. And there's been like a ripple effect of organized drama chaos, all orchestrated by Lily Allen as a means for her to heal and reclaim her power. And yeah, I think I can support that. But yeah, the drama has made its way to Stranger Things. I don't know if you've seen like the Millie Bobby Brown, David Harbour ripple. Yeah, we'll be getting to that. Don't you worry. Don't you worry your pretty little head. Literally in this video, I'm going to be taking you through the entire timeline from before this album through the entirety of this album story and post-album. And I'll also talk a little bit about the music because how fun. Also, the album is really good. Okay, so a little backstory before we get to the album. Lily Allen met David Harbour via the celebrity dating app Raya, you might know it, while he was filming The Black Widow in London in spring 2019. She said that when they met, she didn't know who she was. I totally believe her. She's too cool to know who David Harbour is. By the way, we have screenshots of his Raya profile, and his bio is closet nerd that plays tough guys on TV. Awful. Their first date took place at a restaurant in London, and Allen said, I remember looking at him. It reminded me of Leonardo DiCaprio in Titanic, you know? No, I don't know, but that's okay. David Harbour has said that he fell in love with Lily so quickly. By their third date, he knew he was in love, and they were married in Vegas in 2020, less than a year later. Their Architectural Digest video has been getting a lot of attention recently because of David's weird demeanor in the video. It's like resurfacing and like coming back up in the conversation.
What the hell are you doing here? Last time I was single and I was living on the Lower East Side. I have a family now. Kids. I mean, this is so embarrassing. You look good though. Come on in.
Because his constant need for attention in that video is like quite jarring.
It feels very luxurious and warm and functional.
Also really excited you guys came today because I've been baking this sourdough all day.
Are these edible, the cream puff donuts?
Yeah, I mean, I baked them this morning. I hope they're edible.
I'm totally gonna have one of these.
He's like, he makes his wife a forced spectator in their own home in their own Architectural Digest video. He barely lets her talk. Also, like Spencer Reid, Criminal Minds, we need a body analysis unit. Actually, I could literally do it myself. She hates him. You can tell that she is so, like, he is so fucking annoying and she's had enough.
The kids do the homework around there. I cook. Everyone abandons me.
The video showcases like the most beautiful home I maybe have ever seen, except for their bedroom. Their bedroom walls are literally super blank. If they could talk, they would want their lawyer present. I love that joke.
I don't know, you've had good closets in the past, right?
Nothing like this. This is
Really?
amazing. Yeah.
I love like I built it. I know. I've been
It was in
working
fact
so
built by
hard
a
with this.
Brazilian company called Florence, who we are very grateful for. They did a really, really good job. It's all like panels.
Back in April, when David was asked about tabloids speculating that he'd cheated on his wife before they split, he said, "I am very protective of the people and the reality of my life. There's no use in that form of engaging with tabloid news because it's all based on hysterical hyperbole." Okay, well then let's see about that, David. Track 1.
West End Girl.
Our album story starts in spring 2021, less than a year into Lily and David's marriage. On the title track of the album, Lily Allen says that she and David Harbour found a brownstone in Brooklyn and bought it. Lily books the lead in a play on the West End and moves back to London for rehearsals and shows. She's from London. Lily made her West End debut in the show 222, A Ghost Story, and then The Pillow Man 2 years later. I love The Pillow Man. Shout out Martin McDonough. And Wendy McLeod. Wendy McLeod was my contemporary drama teacher in college. So Lily, in this song, tells David that she got this amazing opportunity to play the lead in a play. And for some reason, David Harbour throws out the idea that he should actually steal his wife Sparkle and audition for it as well. And I'll bet you he probably wasn't even right for the part anyway. The song goes, "And then later that evening, you said, 'How was my day?' I said, 'I got some good news. I got the lead in a play.' And that's when your demeanor started to change. You said, 'I'd have to audition.' I said, 'You're deranged.'" He is deranged. And then she says, "And I thought that was quite strange." Earthings. She wanted to say earthings so bad. So now the song takes us to London, and Lily Allen is in London all alone. She says, "And now I'm in London and I'm all alone." Like I told you. She says, "I'm in a hotel room. I'm all alone." She's like Eponine if she slayed. "I'm all alone." Yeah. And then all of a sudden, the music cuts out in the first track, and there is a one-sided phone conversation where we only hear her side of the call. She says, I'm going to say it for you in a British accent. "Hi." This sounds just like her. "Hi. How are you?" No. I can do better, I swear. Give me a second chance. "Hi. How are you? I miss you." And she says, "I miss you." I can't do it anymore. "Yeah? Huh? Yeah? Right? Okay. Well, I mean, it doesn't make me feel great. It doesn't make me feel great. Well, if that's what you need to do, then I guess, well, how will it work? Right. I mean, it makes me really sad, but no, I'm fine. I want you to be happy. Okay, I'll speak to you later. I love you. Bye. The conversation on the track, it ends and it's awkward, resigned, emotionally drained. This conversation that I just read to you is supposedly the conversation that took place where David calls Lily while she was in London and tells her that he wants to open their marriage up after a year of marriage. And you later learn that the arrangement is that they're supposed to only open the marriage up to strangers. One can infer that that was his response when Lily in that phone call says, and how will it work? We'll sleep with strangers. I want to read to you a dramatic reenactment of how I think the other side of the phone call went. Maybe I'm going to add some characteristics about David that could or could not be true. Okay, so she goes, hi. And then he goes, hi. He's gay, I guess. No, he goes, hi. She goes, how are you? And he goes, yeah, not so good, Lily. And she goes, I miss you. And he goes, yeah, thank you, you fugly hag. And then she says, huh? Which makes perfect sense, obviously. That's the natural response to being called an ugly fug hag. And then he says, how would you feel about an open relationship? And Lily says, yeah, right. Okay, well, I mean, it doesn't make me feel great, but you don't understand, he said. I need to do it, so just trust me. Trust me is what he said, I bet. Well, then she says, well, if then that's what you need to do, then I guess, well, how will it work? Basically, I'll fuck other girls. She says, where, right? I mean, it makes me really sad, but I think that he probably responded, ugh, you sound like you're crying or something. And then she goes, no, I'm fine. I want you to be happy. Good. Okay, I'll speak to you later. I love you. Bye. I hate you, he says. And then they hang up. That's how I feel that the conversation probably went. Okay, I just want to take us back in time. They had like a cute public marriage. People thought that they were like tongue in cheek, British humor, like things that they posted, like when Lily was becoming a star actress and David couldn't hide his jealousy. They made it like a cute couple thing, which it could be cute if it didn't reek of like bitterness in a way that doesn't feel like a joke. At least at this point, now that I know how much he didn't respect her, I'm more prone to expect the worst from him, but who's to say, you know? So I want us to revisit a letter that he sent to Lily Allen on opening night of her play. He sent her a bouquet of flowers and with a note attached that said, my ambitious wife, these are bad luck flowers, because if you get reviewed well in this play, you will get all kinds of awards and I will be miserable. Your loving husband. I think that's cute if he loved her, but he was horrible to her, so I think that he needs to be today. He's the I hate my wife final boss, by far. There's also this video of them at the Olivier Awards, which is a prestigious theater awards show, and Lily was being recognized.
What's the first time? It's the first time that I've been here because it's not my usual industry or crowd. But yeah, I'm just really, really, really honoured and happy and humbled to be here, and to be nominated is just like beyond. Yeah, I don't know what's happening really, but I couldn't be happier.
Is it your first time as well, David?
Yeah.
My first time what?
At the Olivier's.
Or first time around me? What did you?
She said, is it your first time here
But the Olympics is. I've done about 100,000 plays, never been recognized. Congratulations, darling.
And he posted this weird Instagram caption, and he also joked that he's releasing a pop album because he was like, this is my territory. This is my wife on my territory. Guess what? Guess what's coming next? I'm going to release a pop album. Like, who would I be to release a pop album? Who is she to be here tonight? That's what it felt like. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just being sensitive. Track 2. Ruminating. So the first line sounds like Tonight from West Side Story. It sounds exactly like the Jets are gonna have their way tonight. Obviously, then I had to start it over. The track is pretty much Lily's internal monologue after being told by her husband, David, that he wants to open their marriage, which is so crazy. Like, you are 70 years old. You are pushing 70 years old. You should not even know about non-monogamy. Who are you asking your hot monogamous wife to open your marriage? And also, your wife is Lily Allen. Like, she is so hot. She is so cool. She is so much hotter and so much cooler than you, Hopper, the cop. It genuinely is the ugliest people in the world who want to be non-monogamous. Like, be grateful that you even have one to begin with. That was a mean joke, and I didn't mean it. Also, Lily, at this point in time, already has 2 young daughters going into her marriage with David Harbour. So based on the way that he treated their mother, then he obviously didn't respect either of them either. He sounds like a nightmare stepfather. Like, they're 11 and 13, but I'm picturing him tucking them in and reading them the worst bedtime story ever. Track 3. Sleepwalking. I really like this one. I do really like this one. So after telling Lily that he wanted to open their marriage, he becomes both incredibly distant and also ridiculously needy. She is still in London doing her play. In this song, she says, "You won't love me, you won't leave me." So it's about the mechanics of a toxic relationship, the drift between them, the blame shifting, the emotional exhaustion. She says in the song, "Who said romance isn't dead? Been no romance since we wed. Why aren't we fucking, baby? Yeah, that's what you said. You let me think it was me in my head and nothing to do with them girls in your bed." Okay, she also says, "I know you've made me your Madonna. I want to be your whore. Baby, it would be my honor. Please, sir, can I have some more?"
Please, sir, I want some more.
Come on, Oliver, the musical reference. That is so cunty. Like British girl cunty. She's pretty much being like, "You have made me so precious by making me your Madonna. You won't even touch me. I'll literally be your whore. I'll comply. I'll demean myself. I'll do whatever if only you would engage with me," is pretty much what I take away from that song. And that is very sad. It sounds like a haunting lullaby. And in this point in the story, Lily feels just like emotionally numb. She feels like she's sleepwalking. Okay, people, time to lock in. This is where things get really crazy. The drama is about to be exposed to all of us. This is track 4. This is tennis. In this song, there is a mistress name drop. This is when things get really, really crazy. Lily details that one night when David Harbour was home for the first time in weeks, he showed her something on Instagram and she couldn't even really look at it before David snatched the phone out of her hand, which led to suspicion, she says. And we've all been there. I just wish she hadn't met us there. So Lily decides to read David's text and she finds a back and forth between David and a woman named Madeline. We know because there's a line where she says, "Who is Madeline?" And who's Madeline? I told you I could do the accent. Okay, we'll get to it. She says, "So I read your texts and now I regret it. I can't get my head round how you've been playing tennis. If it was just sex, I wouldn't be jealous. You won't play with me. And who's Madeline?" I know who Madeline is. Haha. Here's where I would like to pose a question to you guys. Do you think that David Harbour is actually playing tennis with this girl, Madeline? And that is the emotional boundary that he's breaking of him spending quality time with another woman he's having sex with? And it's infringing on their agreement to only have sex with strangers? Or is tennis just a metaphorical reference to visually showcase constantly back and forth texts? Because she says, "You wouldn't play with me." So to me, that's David did not want to play tennis with Lily, but he will go and play with Madeline. I don't know, maybe both. Either way, it's making me horny. Challengers. What is the deal with tennis lately? The song details that Lily sends David an email from upstairs in their bedroom to confront him properly about what she found. And he went upstairs and made it all her fault. Also, I would like to add that I think we need to be emailing room to room more so that we can get our thoughts across. You move the goalposts, you've broken the rules. She's referencing boundaries broken, tennis, rules, goalposts. It's a bit nitpicky, but it's a mixed metaphor in terms of sports, but I will let it slide, Lily. I will let it slide. Are there goalposts in tennis? I feel like no, but whatever. I don't care. even though I said something. So I went on my own investigation. I was like, so does David even play tennis like that? And I found just photos of him in a Super Bowl ad playing tennis. So maybe it's not a metaphor. Maybe it is. Who knows? Maybe Madeline got David up and on that court. And maybe Lily always wanted David to play tennis with her. I don't know. The story is ours to write at this point. The ending of the song is a beautiful, beautiful anthem that I imagine will be so healing for Lily when she goes on tour. And I would really like to be there. Like, imagine having entire stadium singing along with her, just going like, da, 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 na, who's Madeline? Like, everybody just at the same time singing along. The power is going to be palpable. I want to be there and I want to sing with her. I want to sing, da, 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 na, who's Madeline? I would really, really kill to be there, to just be like, da, da, da. Yep. And then she says, but who's Madeline? Actually, I think that like reclaiming the sound of the name while like basking in the glory of a sold out show, like as all of her fans and her sing the name over and over and over again in celebration of her and not Madeline. Yeah. 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 I like that idea. I love that. Da 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 da. Who's Madeline? Literally me to that little French bitch with appendicitis. Do you guys remember that? The storybooks. By the way, do you guys remember that? The storybooks, the Madeline storybooks? Because Lily Allen dressed up as her for Halloween. Isn't that so cool? This album came out October 24th, and then she dressed up as Madeline from the storybooks October 31st.
Yeah, this year in my Halloween costume, I went dressed as Madeline, the French children's character. Huge fan.
She is iconic. She is so cool. Next track. Madeline. This is literally like the part of the dinner where your friend pulls up her phone and show you screenshots, by the way. Like, that is how candid this is. In this song, Lily Allen straight up just reads text between her and Madeline. So I'm just going to read the lyrics as written. Madeline's part, by the way, sounds exactly like a musical. I can see it so vividly. They are both on either ends of the stage's lip. Single spots on either of them. You see it too, obviously. And they're reacting to each other and writing their own letters as they sing and read them aloud. They'll get a Tony. Lily Allen, turn this into a musical, please. Like, the chorus has like Western saloon duel music underneath. It is very theatrical. It is incredibly exciting. Let me read to you the messages. So, Lily is first. She reaches out to Madeline. She says, I know none of this is your fault. Messaging you feels kind of assaultive. Saw your text, that's how I found out. Tell me the truth and his motives. I can't trust anything that comes out of his mouth. No, I can't trust anything that comes out of his mouth. How long has it been going on? Is it just sex or is there emotion? He told me it would stay in hotel rooms, never be out in the open. Why would I trust anything that comes out of his mouth? Oh, why would I trust anything that comes out of his mouth? We had an arrangement. Be discreet and don't be blatant. There had to be payment. It had to be with strangers. But you're not a stranger, Madeline. And then the crazy like Western duel music plays. It is so cool. And then she goes, but you're not a stranger, Madeline. Okay, and then she does this like mocking American accent when she is playing Madeline's role. And it's just her speaking over like the Western fighting music. And she goes, hey, he is telling you the truth. Our relationship has only ever been about sex. I can promise you that this is not an emotional connection. We don't speak outside the time we spend together. And whenever he talks about you, it's with the utmost respect. Okay, and then we go back to Lily's next message. And she says, you tell me he's telling the truth. Is that the case or a line that he fed you? Wanna believe you, but is it a ruse? Lie to me, babe, and I'll end you. And then gunshot. I can't trust anything that comes out of his mouth. I'm not convinced that he didn't fuck you in our house. In that blank wall bedroom before the walls were read their Miranda rights. She says, do you two ever talk about me? Has he told you that he doesn't love me? I bet he tells you he loves you. I've gotten old, gotten ugly. I wouldn't trust anything that comes out of his mouth. Now, why would you trust anything that comes out of his mouth? It had to be with strangers. But you're not a stranger, Madeline. And then 4 gunshots. Bam, 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 bam. The moment Lily learns the truth, it feels like she's being shot. Sudden, brutal, wounding. In context with the line, "You're not a stranger, Madeline." Personally, I think the shots can punctuate the realization that the rules that they had created for their relationship is dead. The illusion is destroyed. Their marriage is over at this point to Lily. She's still going to fight for it, as you'll see in next songs, but this is the moment where she's like, I have lost him. Or, stay with me, the 4 gunshots, did she kill Madeline? David? Herself? All 3? Plus a secret 4th? An innocent bystander, maybe? It's a staged musical to me. I don't know. It's a morbid imaginary thought that Lily's character has played out on stage in front of her. Madeline, the person, she kills the actress playing Madeline. The actress laying on the ground, very still, covered in blood. And then all of a sudden we're shifted back to reality. Maybe a lighting cue change? Maybe. And then she gets up, the actress playing Madeline, gets up, walks back to the lip of the stage, picks up her phone, still covered in blood, still sleeping with Lily's husband, replies, "I hate that you're in so much pain right now. I really don't want to be the cause of any upset. He told me that you were aware this was going on and that he had your full consent. If he's lying about that, then please let me know, because I have my own feelings about dishonesty. Lies are not something I want to get caught up in. You can reach out to me anytime, by the way, if you need more details or you just need to vent or anything. Love and light, Madeline." I'm really obsessed with Love and Light, like covered in blood. I'm sorry, I'm a girl with ideas. What can I say? Imagine with Love and Light, the actress still, "With love and light, Madeline." Blackout. Stunning. Beautiful. Perfect. Oh my God. What if after With Love and Light, Madeline is covered in blood, but you know that she's still alive and she exits the stage? And then what if it shows up that Lily's actress, or if Lily wants to star in it herself, by all means, Lin-Manuel Miranda, she has like a blood pack, and then it turns out that she actually is the one who is shot and dies. I don't know. Maybe it's because I hit my pen, but I'm feeling creative. Okay, let's debrief the song Madeline. Lily very clearly spells out the rules, the explicit agreement that she and David came up with. They had be discreet, do not show it. It had to be with strangers, like outside of their personal circle, and there had to be payment. Madeline obviously violates those rules by being known. She's not a stranger. Well, not anymore, since she came out to the Daily Mail. She did not have to come out, and that's all I'm going to say for right now. Moving on. Track 6.
Relapse.
This is the emotional crisis point of West End Girl. After the betrayal is confronted, this track is like Lily's breaking point. It shifts the focus from what he did to what she is now internally dealing with. So a little background, Lily Allen has been sober since 2019, which is when she began her relationship with David Harbour, which means that she was very vulnerable at the beginning of their relationship anyway. She is spiraling in this song. It sounds like a spiral. She says, "I need a drink, I need a Valium, you've pushed me this far, and I just want to be numb. I moved across an ocean from my family, from my friends." Enough said. That's crazy. "I tried to be your modern wife, but the child in me protests." If that's what being a modern wife is, then I don't think I want to be a modern wife. Also, let's really be honest. Lily, who is the child here? It's not you. It's the 70-year-old man. "The girls are looking at me to teach them all about love, but I can't seem to hold my shit together long enough." Oh my God. I just feel so bad for Lily and for her daughters. It's just how unfair of a situation for her husband, who is 10 years her senior, to put her through. I hate David Harbour, and I don't want to. Some people can be good people and horrible romantic partners. I don't know. I'm not trying to make excuses. Whatever. Next track.
Pussy Palace.
This one is good. Okay. The beginning of this song sounds familiar. What is that? Are we in Hawkins? Yes, we are. That's the Stranger Things theme music. And then she gasps because she sees the Pussy Palace. She opens the door to the Pussy Palace. After speaking with Madeline in this part of the story, Lily told David, go stay at their apartment in the West Village instead. The West End of New York City, geographically speaking. I think that she probably wanted her to get out of the house that her daughters were also in. That would make sense to me. And also herself, obviously. But more, I can't imagine this going on with her two daughters. When Lily goes to drop off some of David's clothes in the mail, she opens the door with her own key. And what does she find when she walks in? Pussy Palace. Not in the good way, like if you're into that. No, this was the bad type of Pussy Palace. What does she find at the Pussy Palace? Well, I'll tell you. A Dwayne Reed bag with the handles tied, which is the worst security system of all time. What's in that bag? Sex toys, butt plugs, lube, hundreds of Trojans. You're so fucking broken. Get him. She also finds a shoebox full of handwritten letters from broken-hearted women wishing you could have done better. Okay, why was he fucking the Bronte sisters? First of all. But yeah, no. That's so crazy. The explicit rules said that they could only sleep with strangers. And like this, the box of letters is evidence of emotional betrayal. And it's evidence that it happened more than once. So it wasn't just Madeline. She finds the sheets pulled off of the bed, strewn on the floor. She finds a strand of long black hair, probably from the night before. And then she goes into the chorus, the sassy chorus. It says, I didn't know this was your Pussy Palace. Pussy Palace, Pussy Palace. I always thought this was a dojo. So am I looking at a sex addict? Sex addict? Talk about a low blow. Oh no. Lily, follow that instinct. Go there. The perception is leading you the right way. I definitely think that he's a sex addict. I agree with you. We are so on the same page. Track 8.
4chan Stan.
This is like one of my favorites. This is right now my favorite. And Nonmonogamummy, which is next. But I love this one. So Lily goes through David's bedside drawer and she finds a receipt from Bergdorf's, a store that she says that she has never been to. And it's for a very, very expensive handbag. The receipt is from May 24th. And Lily was in London at this time. She says she was probably asleep. Why won't you tell me what her name is? This is outrageous. What, is she famous? Say that it's over. Do you mean a hiatus? Why won't you tell me? When she says, do you mean a hiatus? So he's asking her to take like a full break from their relationship. Okay. And then the chorus, what a sad, sad man. It's giving 4chan Stan. Which is a super cool line. When I think of 4chan, I think about incels, but I don't think she's calling him an incel because he's having a lot of voluntary sex, allegedly. I feel that it's a metaphor to like label his behavior as troll-like, like rage baity, and anonymous, like lack of accountability type situation, like behind a screen, rather than owning up to his insane choices that he's actually making in real life, but he's acting like there are no repercussions for like the shit that he's spewing online. I don't know, maybe. Let me know what you think in comments below. And while I'm here, like and subscribe. My nipple cream for my lips. It's for breastfeeding mothers. I started using it when I was on Accutane and it was the only thing that worked. And now it's like the only thing that makes my lips feel perfect. So I walk around with that bottle and it says, safe for baby, relief for mom. Track 9.
Nonmonogamummy.
My second favorite right now on the album. This song is so good. It's reggae, which is not Lily Allen's style, but that is what this song is about. Okay, Lily in this song is trying to join her husband in non-monogamy. She's trying to meet him there, but she just cannot find it in herself to want to. This is Lily's moment of reckoning with what she has accepted when agreeing to an open marriage, even though David has continuously not followed his own rules anyway. This song isn't just like about him cheating. It's about the structure of their relationship, the agreement that they made, the power imbalance that it created, and what she sacrificed in order to keep him, which is her sanity and her happiness. She says, I don't want to fuck with anyone else. I know that's all you want to do. I'm so committed that I'd lose myself because I don't want to lose you. I don't want to fuck with anyone else. Yeah, that's kind of what marriage is. That's what marriage should be, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I'm not here trying to start a crazy conversation, but that's just what you think of when you think of marriage, no? I changed my immigration status so you could treat me like a stranger. Whoa, that's pretty. Should I try this? I've been trying to be open. I just want to meet your needs, and for some reason I revert to people pleasing. I'll be your non-monogamummy. I'm just trying to be open. Lily is grappling with the emotional cost of accommodating David's desires at her own expense. Non-monogamummy. She feels dead and spooky. But also she's a mother, so like, I'll be your non-monogamummy. Like, he's looking for a mommy himself, but she's also a mommy herself. And she also feels dead. And she says, now I'm looking at my Tinder. Well, maybe I'm more of a hinger. She is old, but dude, she gets it. Like, that's a cool thing to say in a song. Sorry. Maybe I'm more of a hinger. He wants to take me out to dinner. Hope he looks better than his picture. I love you. That is so smart and so sad. Very good, very good. Then another chorus, and then there's a verse by Specialist Moss. Okay, track 10.
Just enough.
This is a sad ballad about emotional breadcrumbs and about how horrible of a husband David Harbour is. So, a classic. We know this. We've been through this. Now, at this point in the story, though, Lily suspects that David is in love with someone who he has most recently been seeing. She says, I think you're in love with somebody else, which is exactly what I would have said in that scenario as well. Also, him being in love would not be a stretch, since David has gone on record saying he knew he was in love with Lily after their third time meeting each other. He said that just by the way she was talking. Look at my reflection. I feel so drawn, so old. I booked myself a facelift, wondering how it might hold. I gave you all my power, how I'm seen through your eyes. Don't we all know that feeling? Yeah. And this is where Lily asks, is survival the same as happiness? By saying, but you give me just enough hope to hold on to, nothing. Yeah, you give me just enough hope to hold on to, nothing. It's so sad. Did you fall in love with someone who isn't me? Why are we here talking about vasectomies? Did you get someone pregnant? Someone who isn't me? Did you take her to the clinic? Did you hold her hand? Is she having your baby? Hold on just a second. He does not have any children with Lily. He's talking to Lily about getting a vasectomy. Lily is asking, is a girl having your baby? And I know that real life Madeline has a 2.5-year-old baby. Just saying. We'll get to it. I'm not saying anything. Someone else do the work on that and figure it out, because I don't want to pry, obviously. But someone figure that out. Track 11.
Dallas Major.
Dallas Major is kind of like revisiting how we got here. Lily is starting to reconnect with parts of herself that maybe existed before her relationship with David. She's re-entering the dating pool in this song on her own terms with a new name, Dallas Major. I don't know how we landed on Dallas Major. I'm a fan. I would really like to know why Dallas Major. I couldn't figure that out. I couldn't find it. Maybe the only thing I could think of is maybe it's like the exact opposite of West End Girl, because like Dallas is very American as opposed to West End being very British, and Major being like of high rank and importance, and like maybe girl, like people don't take women seriously, let alone girls. I don't know. I don't know. My name is Dallas Major, and I'm coming out to play looking for someone to have fun with while my husband works away. I'm almost nearly 40. I'm just shy of 5'2". I'm a mom to teenage children. Does that sound like fun to you? 'Cause I hate it here. I wonder how her daughters feel about that. At this moment, I feel like the album shifts from like reaction to action, less about like what he did and who am I going to be now. So I go by Dallas Major, but that's not really my name. You know, I used to be quite famous. That was way back in the day. Girl, you're here again. Welcome back. Yes, I'm here for validation, and I probably should explain how my marriage has been open since my husband went astray, and I hate it here. I wonder, because I remember when there were reports of people before David and Lily's relationship was like fully officially announced that they were being divorced. It was reported that Lily had been spotted on Raya. I think Dallas Major is her swiping on Raya. She's no stranger to failure. She's terrified of failing. She's just here for validation. I thought they got married in Vegas. It's true. They did get married in Vegas, and she looked so cute. So this song kind of sits like at the end of the betrayal and at the beginning of her self-ownership. It's not triumph yet, but it's shifting, and I have full body chills. Track 12.
Beg for me.
I feel embarrassed. I feel ashamed. You're so indifferent, and that's insane. Where's all your empathy for all my pain? My friends all tell me that you are deranged. Straight up. Good friends. And then the chorus, why won't you beg, beg, beg for me? Totally. Totally. All right, next track, 13.
Let you win.
Let you in, let you win. Let you within. Don't tell the children. The truth would be brutal. Your reputation's unstained. Not anymore. Lie to the children. The ending was mutual. Oh. I shoulder all of the pain. I'm sick of carrying suffering for your sins. I already let you in, so why would I let you win? You've taken everything. Ouch. Oh no, did I just change colors? 14.
Fruityloop.
This is the last track on the album. She begins the song by calling him a little boy looking for his mummy, which in British means mommy. It's not me, it's you. It's what you've always done. Forever till you die. It's true. It's a clear reversal of the phrase, it's not you, it's me. But she's saying, no. Yes, it is. It is you. You're stuck inside your Fruity Loop. It's like a vicious cycle loop. Fruityloop being elementary, like the loop itself is immature. Kid cereal slay. She gives it form, she names it. It's no longer like internal. She's not confused about it. It's known and she can step out of it, and girl, she does. Standing up and walking away from that Fruity Loop is triumph. He was old. That Fruity Loop was old as fuck. It is what it is. You're a mess. I'm a bitch. Wish I could fix all your shit, but all your shit's yours to fix. End of album. Fantastic album. Amazing. So good. Genuinely. Probably going to be my top artist this year. Even after I'm done filming this, I'm going to keep listening to it. It's so good. Following up. Let's follow up on this drama. Is this what you've all been waiting for? Oh my God, it's that time of the night when the upstairs kids get crazy. Yep, from like 5 to 6:30, they're like, they like pitter patter the entire time. And then I hear poof, and someone starts crying, which means that someone got hurt, and then it means the playtime is over. One's crying. I heard a thump, and now one's crying. Okay, it's what you've all been waiting for. One day after the album's release, which was October 24th, Madeline came out and did an exclusive with the Daily Mail. Girl. Okay, published October 25th, the day after the album came out. I'm Madeline, and this is what I have to say to Lily Allen. Read world exclusive reveal of mother who had affair with star's husband, David Harbour. How it started and how she feels about those texts being exposed. Let's get into it. According to the outlet, Madeline is actually Natalie Tibbet, a costume designer who allegedly met David in 2021 on the set for a Netflix movie. Let's think about it. Madeline, Natalie. Who's Natalie? Who's Madeline? It's the same. Okay. Once filming ended, when he was having his affair with her, he reportedly flew Natalie to Atlanta to continue their affair while he filmed season 5 of Stranger Things. which is about to come out. Literally such perfect timing for all of this. It's so funny. When asked if she had heard Lily's music inspired by all this situation, she reportedly rolled her eyes. Natalie, come on, girl. And told the Daily Mail, of course I've heard the song. Girl, you came here. Natalie kept her response minimal. She said, I have a family and things to protect. I have a 2.5-year-old daughter, and I understand this is going on. It's a little bit scary for me. Natalie, why did you go to the Daily Mail? Nobody knew who you were. This song was called Madeline, not Natalie, the costume designer. Natalie confirmed that the lyrics were, in fact, pulled from her own text messages that she sent to Lily, and that she knew they would be on the album. She was quoted saying to the Daily Mail, I just don't feel comfortable talking about it at the moment. What are we doing here? So what happened? So why... All right, Natalie, thank you for your time. Also, maybe one day we'll revisit that 2.5-year-old daughter comment, but... So this is where all the Millie Bobby Brown stuff happened. So the album came out, and then it was reported by the Daily Mail on November 1st, so just a few days after the album came out, that Millie Bobby Brown had filed a bullying and harassment campaign against her co-star. And the report included that Netflix had allegedly conducted or was conducting an internal investigation. People were quick to point out that the source was somebody close to Lily Allen, according to the Daily Mail, and the Daily Mail isn't even really that reputable in the first place. So they weren't really sure. But also Natalie, the costume designer, called the Daily Mail again. She said, don't ask me my thoughts about the situation. They said we weren't gonna. Okay, then after all of the speculation about this alleged harassment filing that happened on the set of Stranger Things, the Stranger Things premiere happened November 6th. And then all of a sudden, Millie and David are seen on the carpet together being incredibly chummy with one another. Photographed hugging, laughing, smiling, and Twitter erupted. Everyone was like, oh my God, it was all fake, yay. But then the Duffer Brothers and Levy, the creators of this show, are still on the carpet, and they are asked about the rumors. And they refuse to confirm specific details about any complaint, but they emphasize that the cast is a family atmosphere and that their priority is a safe working environment. So then people were like, wait, so something did happen? Because why wouldn't they just be like, everything's fake? And then Variety came out, and according to them, sources with knowledge of Stranger Things have confirmed to them that there was an investigation into Millie Bobby Brown's bullying and harassment complaint against David Harbour, and that it was internally resolved. So sounds like something definitely did happen. It was resolved. Maybe Lily was talking shit to her friend. Her friend was like, last Lily knew, probably it wasn't resolved. So that makes sense to me. Variety also said, PR experts suggest that the pair's chummy red carpet exchanges at the Stranger Things season 5 premiere were meant to send a message that the cast is united and that the show is bigger than any one person, like a cheating husband. So what everybody's saying is that there is tea. Noted. Got it. And I'm here to report. And that should be the end. That really should be the end, but sadly it's not. I would be remiss if I were not to share the disappointing news that I found out about Lily Allen after I discovered her during this deep dive. Lily Allen is sadly also a morally questionable person, more than the average human even. First, I learned that she dressed like Dr. Luke for Halloween in 2014. Dr. Luke, the rapist. She showed up to Kate Hudson's Halloween party in 2014 wearing scrubs, a stethoscope, and a name tag that read Dr. Luke, Gynecology Department, which is so distasteful. This is all while Kesha had already accused him of rape. Kesha was embroiled in the lawsuit at this point in time. So it just feels vicious, in my opinion, to mock somebody's trauma in that way. It's way worse, obviously, but it's similar to how I felt about Julia Fox's Halloween costume this year, even though all of you were weirdly gagging over it, so we don't have to talk about it. But that shit was weird. in my opinion. But after the backlash that Lily received for her 2014 costume, Lily clarified her intent. And she said, I never made fun of Kesha and never would. I made fun of the dickwad that allegedly abused her. Big difference. She also tweeted in 2016, which is like at the height of the lawsuit, my thoughts are with @Kesha today. I'm sorry you've had to endure this experience. And in her memoir in 2018, she expressed regret for wearing that outfit and said that it was meant to be a joke, not an attack. So at least it seems like she's been able to understand how gross that was, but it's still so fucking weird. And I get it when people are like, I really like Lily Allen, and people are like, she dressed up as Dr. Luke. And then what was even more disappointing to me was when I learned that Zoe Kravitz had gone on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen, and she detailed an experience she had with Lily Allen where Lily kissed her without her consent. Lily had written about this exchange in her book, and she narrated it very, very differently than how Zoe clarified it on Andy Cohen.
If by kissing she means like attacking, then yes.
Oh.
She kissed me.
Oh.
I don't like this.
She
attacked me.
So, but is that how she portrayed it in the book? No.
Lily hasn't publicly responded to this besides saying that she can only speak to her own version of events. It's disappointing. And I hate to end it on such a sour note, but I didn't know where else to tell you. It's where I learned. It's chronologically how I learned everything. So I was really disappointed to find that out. But on a separate note, how does my makeup look? A Lily Allen mod moment, maybe? Maybe. It kind of just looks like my normal makeup, just a little amped up, right? But yeah, that album is inspired. It really is just a beautiful piece of work that I think could be turned into so many different art pieces that so many different women could relate to, or just anyone who's been treated poorly by a partner. I think that like there's so much in this, and it's so specific. Like it's I'll say it again, like, you think Taylor Swift is specific? This is so fucking crazy. I feel like I know her so well. I feel like we just had brunch, and I'm leaving with all the tea. And now you're leaving with all the tea. Are you gonna go? Are you gonna listen to the album? Which song are you gonna listen to? Because I recommend that you listen to 4chan Stan and Nonmonogamummy. Those are mine right now. One more time. Da 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 da. Who's Madeline? Natalie Tippett is her name, and she's a costume designer. And my name is Olivia Loves, and I'm a YouTuber. And you should like my video, and you should comment, and you should subscribe. And I love you. Thank you so much for staying with me. If you're still here, that's crazy. Comment. If you're still here, comment. I don't know, Jorel, you pick something. If you're still here, comment this. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for being here. This was by far my favorite drama we've done so far. I am embroiled in it still. I think that I'm going to walk away from this thinking about it a lot longer. I think that we'll probably be seeing screenshots on my Instagram stories saying that Spotify, my most listened to artist, is probably going to be Lily Allen this year. If my mother doesn't get off the Spotify and keep listening to the Taylor Swift new album, she's going to mess up my Spotify rewind. She always does. Thank you for being here. Love you. I'll see you next time with another fun drama, maybe another chill video. I think I'm definitely going to stream this week. Hold me to it. I'm going to stream this week. Olivia. Da 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 Olivia.